he has. Well, there's a lot of different challenges within the big challenge of just going out there and scoring more points than their offense scores. So they're very multiple. You know what I'm saying? Our defense is very similar. It's from the same mold. It's from the same playbook, but they use different pages, to it. The twists are different. The blitzes are a little bit different. They do some more three safety stuff than Coach Harold does. The thing that's tough is, okay, they got so many different defenses, smart guys, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they get all that stuff in. But they've stayed with it now. I think he's been there, this his fourth year too, or maybe the fifth year. So they've just built on it. Every year they've added another phase to that defense. They've got a lot of players back. I think they have 8 starters back on defense. So you got 8 starters back. You're picking it back up from where you were. And they were one of the better defenses in the conference last year. I know they didn't have a great overall record, but defensively they were pretty good. They were up in the top tier. So you got that challenge. Veteran team. You got a lot of multiplicity out there. Okay, high pressure, blitz you all from every which way. It's not all man though. It's zone blitz. So you mix zone blitz and man blitz. That makes it tougher on you. And then they're really physical. I mean, they punch you in the mouth every play. They come, they play hard. We always said it's recess for them, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's where they get to break out and go have fun. So they don't miss a play. They don't take a play off. So you put all that together, and then you put their offense, which you don't know if you're getting it back or not. You know what I'm saying? It's very likely you might get it once, twice a quarter. I think we had 4 possessions or something like that, or maybe 5 in the first half last year, and it was about the same in the second half. So you can't go out there and waste a play. You can't turn it over, because then you're really giving them a huge advantage. So it is a big challenge. It's a really nerve-wracking week for the coaches, okay, when we play Navy. And I think it's become somewhat of a rival game a little bit too, in that I think our fans like going to their stadium. Okay, I think it's a great trip. Everybody likes it. I think their fans follow them here, so they get that too. We've taken some really embarrassing losses. I was part of one of those here in the rain one time, and that still stings a little bit. And I know there's a lot of people in the community. There's a lot of people at this university, and there's a few of us coaches that take that pretty personal. So we beat them up there. I think we only beat them twice. We beat them at their place both, and I don't think they like that very much. So I think it's got a lot of good stuff going on this week. I wouldn't miss it if I were y'all. Y'all probably get in for free. If you don't, buy a ticket.
How do you prevent having to play the clock as well in Navy week?
Are you talking about just like how many times you get it, the game's going to run out? Yeah, I think it's – and we had to do this a little bit last week too. You have to just not get into all the statistical and how many times you get it, how many yards you have, how many points we score. If we could win just by 1 point, if it was 100-99 or if it was, 1-0. I don't guess you can get 1, okay? So maybe you can get 2. You better just go play to win. You better not get into, oh God, we're not going to look good. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing in my contract that says anything except just win. Do the best you can. So you just have to put all those personal agendas away. The players have really done a nice job of that. We've talked a lot about, having a lot of different go-to guys, and don't get all crazy about how many times you get the ball. And they've done a good job. Coaches can get that way too. There's no doubt. I've been on staffs where it was all about, we'll make our side of the ball look good. There ain't no 2 teams. There ain't no 3 teams. I know we say offense, defense, special. There's one team. There's one group of Pirates out there, and it's a game where you play to win, and whoever gets the most points at the end, however you get those. We scored a lot of points last week, and some people said, why do you think y'all scored more points? We had better field position. That had a lot to do with it. We got to start the first possession around midfield. We've been starting on the -3, okay? So it's a lot easier to score. So it's a team game. You know what I'm saying? Team game. Special teams has a lot to do with it. But the special teams have got offense guys, got defensive guys. They're just Pirates. They're just all the same players. So you just better get in that mindset. Coach does a great job of keeping everybody with the main thing, and that's what you got to really do.
First conference opponent, so they've seen Holt a few times.
Yeah.
They've seen the running backs, a couple of receivers a few times. Is there a little added challenge going against a team that's as familiar with you as they are compared to the 3 out of conference?
I suppose there is. I think we had said, when we got in there Sunday night and got turned to Navy, it's good to play a team you play every year because a little less work has to go into researching and figuring out who they are. When you play like Campbell and you've never played them, you don't really have any idea, okay? And they hadn't played that many games, you know. So we went in, and you know what? We came out first play. They were in a total different defense than we practiced all. You got to be ready to adjust to that. When you've played a team, I think you know them, but they know you as well. So I guess it's a cat and mouse game about, do you change to throw them off, but at the same time, do you get away from what you do well? You know what I'm saying? So in the end, it really doesn't come down to tricking people. You know, it's really not about what defense you call or what play you call. It really comes down to how well you execute those plays. And so, you know, they'll be familiar with us. I think we're pretty versatile. We can run it. We can throw it. I hope that gives us a little bit of an advantage in that if they take one away, we have the ability to go do the other. I really like it when he breaks those long ones. You know what I'm saying? I really like that part of it. But I really never know what the stats are or anything like that till after the game. And then I look down, I was like, good God, he had that many yards. Or sometimes I'm like, I would have thought he had more than that. You know what I'm saying? I think they both, like he and Raji both had 13 carries apiece, but I never have any idea of that. Coach Foster, I think, probably does. He keeps up with that a little bit. I trust him to do that. But the thing about, we don't have like plays for Keaton and different plays for Raji. They actually run the same stuff. And, you know, with the receivers, the group we have right now, we don't really say, well, we're going to try to get it to him or try to get it to him. We attack the defense. And you know what? They kind of decide who gets the ball like that a little bit. But he's fun to watch. There ain't no doubt about that, you know. He's just got that breakaway speed, and a lot of people, you know, referred to Chris Johnson a little bit, which that's high praise. I was here and watched Chris Johnson that senior year, which was just absolutely incredible. We were scoring so fast a couple of those games because of that. I remember HUD hollering at us to quit scoring so darn fast. You know, the defense wasn't getting any rest, and we didn't think about that too long though, I guess. But it is all that. But yeah, he's having a really good deal. He's gonna have to play well this week though. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna come after us. They will be punching us in the mouth. We better be ready.
You mentioned how multiple they are. Is at least somewhat confident you have Holton pretty much seen just about?
Oh, absolutely. It is a very, very nice situation. You know, Holton has developed into the best right now. He has it all down. He's driving every team we played so far. I think we've known somebody on their coaching staff, and we don't play the team up east for a couple of years, so obviously we had two good friends on that staff. So we talk to each other. We go, what'd you have on us? You know, whatever they ask you, what'd you have on us? What'd you think? You know, how can we trade information? Like that's just a common thing in the business like that. When we played ODU, we had some people same deal, and we talked to them. And then with Campbell, same deal, and everybody has kind of given us that kind of feedback like that too. You know, about this offensively, you're doing this is hard to defend, or we had this on you, and you're trying to use that information all the time.
Does having some experienced guys like Holton, some older guys on offense, kind of help maybe ease that urgency you might feel?
Well, I'm still pretty sick before the game, you know, before it kicks off a little bit with my stomach, you know, but I'm glad he's there. I'd be a lot sicker probably. Hell, I might not show. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I can't promise you I'd show if he wasn't coming. You know, we tried that once, but I do have confidence, though, in Mason. I don't mean it that way, and Alex and Stubby and the whole bit, but Holton just gives you the ability that, like I say, they came out in a different defense. It did not take him long to find, I just need to do this then. You know, I just need to check to this, you know what I'm saying, like that. So that's kind of nice, make adjustments. And, you know, I think the teams that really pressure you, that's where it's even more important because he's able to change the protection. Okay, all right, they're blitzing from here. He knows his keys. You know, he studies the tape. As coaches, we study it. We find the keys, but we don't play. You know, so they don't do you any good unless they can do it out there, and he right now has been unbelievable in these three games. I don't think anybody's gotten anything that he didn't have it ID'd right or checked the play right. Now, we've still turned some people loose a little bit like that. ODU had some twist in there that got us a little bit, but it wasn't because we weren't in the right thing. It's just we didn't execute it.